Hey guys, what's up? It's your boy Terence back at another video. Hope you guys are doing great. It's the middle of the week, right? For some of you all, it's not yet the end of the middle of the week, right? I really appreciate you guys in terms of tuning into my channel, right? Um, the support on the previous video has been excellent and great, right? So thank you once again and welcome to all the new subscribers, all the new watchers to my channel, right? I hope my videos add value to your lives at least on a daily basis. Right? If it at least adds a second of value, right? A second of value out of the 24 hours, I'll really be happy, right? That I've achieved my goal, right? So welcome to the new subscribers, right? Um, like I say on all my videos, leave your suggestions in the comments, right? It'll help me take the channel to a better direction, right? What works and what doesn't work, right? So that's the rant, right? Now coming back to the actual video. So today we're going to talk about something very familiar, but also I think so people often get it confused. And what is that? So that is nothing but what is the the comfort zone basically, right? People keep saying it's like one of those terms that runs around every decade or so, right? So this is decade especially the whole innovation kind of decade, right, revolves around something called as the comfort zone. What is it? Is it same as taking long breaks? Is it same as you going on vacations? Is it same as you opting not to do something? So let's talk about it. So first let's understand what is the comfort zone, right? So if you understand the word comfort, right, zone is self-explanatory, right? It's your area basically. So comfort is basically that level of richness that you get, or that pleasure that you get. I'm just trying to keep it as simple as possible. That level of pleasure that you get, right, just by not doing anything, right? So you're comfortably relaxing on a chair. That's the most, or on your lazy boy, or on your beanbag or whatever, right? So you're comfortably relaxing on your bed, on a chair, whatever. So generally you'll hear that word, right, or the term comfort when you're sitting idle and not doing something, right? Now how does that apply to your work? Okay, have you guys ever heard that saying? I mean, you probably all have. What am I saying? Right? Especially for people who are working, you will always hear the saying, if you're the smartest person in the room, then you're in the wrong room, right? All these catchphrases that they have in the industry right now. So what is that and why is that, right? Just think about them. So it has a lot of meaning, but it also, I think so, tags into the comfort zone, right? So the comfort zone while you're working, either on a project or on a team, or in your professional career, or in teaching, or whatever, right, that you're doing, whatever professional work that you're doing, or the service that you're providing. So when you are a well-oiled machine, right, in that larger system, right, and the larger team that you work for, right, everything's in place. You come, you do A, B, C, D, you log out, done, bye, rinse and repeat, right? At the beginning, when you join, let's say, an organization, this process of A, B, C, D seems a little difficult. Let's say in the first quarter, then over a year, you scale up in terms of your confidence. Then over let's say 2 years, it's here, and over 3 years, it's here, and in the fourth year, you're peaked. You're basically peaked, right? You know what to do in and out. You don't need people telling you what to do. You know what it is. You know what works, what doesn't work, right? It's all embedded here. Someone tells you something, someone asks you something, you already know it, right? So when you reach that peak, right, can you see my hand reaching the end of the video's light, right? So once you reach the peak of, let's say, that feeling, you will definitely get this feeling in everything you do in life, right? You will have that feeling like, I know pretty much 99% of how this industry works, or how this process works, or how this product works, right? So it's basically like this. So you use a cell phone, right? After 2-3 years, you can probably scroll in your sleep on your eyes, right? And also I've heard people actually do that. They send messages in their sleep, which is crazy. I never heard of that. I heard of sleepwalking and sleep talking, and a little bit of movement here, but actually messaging people in their sleep, freaking crazy. Right? Anyways, I'm going on a different tangent. Let's bring it back, right? So let's say you are peaked in terms of your knowledge, and there's no more room for, or no more passion for what you want to continue doing there, right? Because it's all that you want, and it's all that you want to do. So once you reach that level, it's difficult to scale up. And as we know, the only way to scale up is to learn new things and to progress through in life, right? So that was a basic understanding of what the comfort zone is. Once you reach that point of almost knowing everything, right? And you don't see yourself growing anymore, right? Either because you don't like things further, or you're just happy with what you do, right? And you don't want even a promotion, as an example, right? Um, Sometimes it can be good, sometimes it can be bad, right? But I just wanted to give a quick consensus of what the comfort zone actually is, right? It's totally different from taking a break. It's not taking a break, it's not going on a vacation, etc. That's a different topic altogether. But I hope this gave you an idea of what the comfort zone is. Now let's look at a few ways that it can impact you. Okay, let me just check my handy dandy script before I forget, right? It's been a long week, guys, right? You'll see baggy eyes, etc., because I'm just filming this in the middle of the night. We got to be on the hustle, right? So that's the reason. Anyways, so let's look at few ways it will affect you and me as well, and everyone around us, right? Once you reach the comfort zone of peaking here after 3-4 years or whatever you're doing, or even 2 years, it depends on the process and the product, whatever you're working on, right? It won't let you expand beyond your horizons. You will try to keep fixing the same product all the time. So there's a term called in software development, I think so, it's reusability. Not reusability, it's a particular term in the SDLC, in the life cycle of a software for the layman, right? There's a term that they use wherein you keep just modifying the same product over and over again, right? But we know if we have to go from Earth to Mars, you have to actually leave that planet, right? You can't go to Mars when you're still orbiting Earth, right? I think so. Dr. Tyson and Elon Musk said this, right? We've circled the globe enough times. We know it's time to go different places manually, right? Not just sending robots or bots aside. So if you want to reach Mars, you have to leave Earth, correct? Similarly, if you want to expand your horizons and grow your potential or move your abilities to a next level, you have to leave this thing that you're working on, right? And because you're in the comfort zone, it's very tempting and difficult to do that. It will prohibit you from basically moving to Mars. Just an example, but I hope you get the point, right? So it will not let you expand your horizons. That's the first thing. The other thing, I feel it's the most important thing, right? Have you also heard this saying? It's not mentioned a lot of times, but I heard this during my school days, right? It's like, if you don't take risks in life, you're a failure in life, right? Now that is a very big term, what a failure actually is for each individual, right? So just think about it once again. So he or she once said, if you don't take risks in life, you're a failure in life, right? And imagine you're in this comfort zone of roaming around the earth in the same satellite all the time, right? And you're not risking going to Mars. Let's say you find a new, I don't know, unobtainium or some element 116, this like element 115 that they just found, right, a few years ago. So if you're here roaming the same globe all the time, right, how will you discover the new element, right? Now for you to reach the element, yes, there's a lot of risk. There's like, I think so, to discover the new element in Mars as an example, I think so there's like 3 months of travel as per now, 3 or 4 months, I'm not sure. I think so, Elon's new rocket, I think so, will take you there in like 3 or 4 months, or it can be even 2 months, somewhere that period, right? A shorter period. So if you don't take the risk, the journey of reaching here to there, right, how will you find that new element, right? How will you find that new reward that you want, right? So if you're stuck in the comfort zone, you'll keep revolving around the earth and you'll keep doing that, right? So it won't allow you to take calculated risks, right? Keyword calculated. Now I'm not saying everyone should risk something and just drive your bike at 200 miles an hour in a city. No, I'm talking about calculated risk based on what you perceive or what can happen, what good can happen and what bad can happen. If you look at all the successful businesses, they don't just look at what reward it will get, but they also think calculatedly, not calculatedly, what am I saying? They calculate their ideas in such a way, their goals are in such a way that they calculate how much is the risk to the reward factor, right? So you have to always take risks, right? That's a different topic, but your comfort zone will not allow you to take calculated risks in your life. The second thing, and I feel is the most important thing. Now the last one that I've written down, let me just go back to it. Right. I also spoke about this little in the first point. I mentioned potential, right? Of you not reaching your max potential while you're stuck in the comfort zone, right? So basically, the third point I had written there is it won't let you maximize your potential. Okay, let me give you an example. Let's say I'm a sports person. This is an example, right? Let's say I do some sort of triathlon or a marathon. Let's say I'm a marathon runner, right? Let's say I run my potential, or after 10 years of me being in this sport, or trying to achieve a goal, right? It took me 10 years, let's say, to achieve a race of, I'm just giving the numbers. I'm not sure exactly what a marathon length of a marathon is, but I'm just giving round numbers. Let's say it was 100 kilometers, right? And you took 10 years to achieve that goal of completing a 100k marathon, as an example, right? If you're stuck in that comfort zone of, let's say, running only a 100k marathon, right? When will you actually maximize the actual ability of your legs to run even further, right? If you keep running 100k miles, that won't take you further, right? The stress levels have to increase for you to reach newer lengths, as an example, as a marathon runner. I'm just using the marathon runner as an example, so it's easy to understand for all of us, right? So if you just keep doing 100k runs, you will not do more than 100k, right? Now, yeah, there are different training methods, but that's a different story. But simply put, right, if a marathon runner wants to run, let's say, a 500k run, which I don't think so there is even in the world, but let's say he wants to run, let's say he can run 500k, okay, let's say we see that potential in him. But if he keeps doing 100k runs, do you think he'll ever reach 500k in the next 10 years? No, right? It maybe take 100 years, right? So if you're stuck in the comfort zone of that 100k run, how will you reach that 500k run if there's potential, right? You never know. I'm pretty sure whoever it is, let's say Mark Zuckerberg or whoever those guys, the super successful guys are, right? Mr. Jeff and Mr. Elon, I'm pretty sure they never, they never thought that they would be at this level without imagining and having some goals, right? And pushing themselves, right? We all know Mr. Elon sleeps in his office literally every day, right? So it's about understanding how to maximize your potential, and if you're in your comfort zone, that will not let you maximize your potential, right? So I know it's been a long video. I also felt that it's very important, and I hope this video has given you all a ton of information, right, in terms of pushing you further and out of that comfort zone, right? Just to reiterate the three things I feel in my opinion the comfort zone impacts, right? The first thing is it won't let you look beyond your abilities or your horizon, right? And the second thing is it won't allow you to take calculated risks, which is very important in life, and the most important thing in life is taking calculated risks, like all the successful people have. And the third one is it will just allow you to phase through life without maximizing your actual potential, right? So so that's it for today, guys. I hope this video was helpful. If you're here, if you come till here, right, please go ahead and smash that like button, right, and probably leave a comment mentioning the same, right? And hopefully, guys, you're having a great day ahead. Until then, I'll catch you all next time. Cheerio.